I'm back for video 6. Hope you're doing well today. I'm going to look at the green light so I can make eye contact with you. So I apparently am matching the blanket behind me and the popcorn machine. I didn't even mean to do that. And we have guests. There's one of them. That's Macy. I'm just going to let her take over for a second. Oh, now she was bathing. What are you doing, silly? Well, there she goes. Now we got another one down here too. So we'll see if he makes an appearance as well. But, well, I've almost made it a whole week of doing videos. So I'm just trying to relax myself and get used to this. And I've gotten some really sweet messages from a few friends and just interested in what I'm doing. And I'm not looking at the green light. I need to look at that green light and make eye contact with you. So, yeah, it's been really interesting, and I don't know, this is really cool. I was thinking about earlier how I've been trying to find a niche for so long, just been trying to find that one thing, and it's been so hard for me to do that. And everybody says, don't be a niche, and you are the niche, and so I figured, I was like, the more I talk on here, I bet I'm going to find my right voice and my topics that I really dig deep into. But I think one of those is going to be talking about worthiness and how to love yourself, in addition to manifestation, because I love talking about spiritual stuff like that. So, but I watched a couple people on a couple videos today talking about self-love and like, how do you love yourself? How do you practice that? And I think there's a lot of different meanings for that for different people, but some of the examples that were brought up were, do you keep the promises you make to yourself? And do you, show up for yourself? And do you set boundaries and, keep them with people? And just like, all the, nutrition and hydration and, movement of your body and all of that stuff, getting good sleep, all of that can be self-love. But another thing I want to add is, when you really love yourself, you start to notice how badly you speak to yourself or how badly you judge yourself or how much you compare yourself to other people. And, oh my gosh, I used to do this and still do sometimes. I'm still working my way through that. Like, that is something so hard because I think that when I was little, I was made to think that I had to be perfect or I wasn't good enough. And I thought that I had to earn love from people, like that I had to be this perfect, as long as I stayed perfect, then people would love me around me, and that has carried on into my adult life where, you feel like you have to, do everything, perfectly and be, the best partner you could be and the best person you can be. And it's not about what you do, it's about what you are. And what you are is true, pure love. That's what we all are. And no one needs to earn love. And it's just given. And we are love. We are the image of love. And so I just encourage everyone to watch what you're saying to yourself, because we really berate ourselves and we're mean to ourselves. And then we wonder why we're not happy. And so really look at your patterns of what you say to yourself on a daily basis and check your feelings. Like, what are you actually feeling that would make you say something mean to yourself? And then something else that's really cool to do, which is not fun for a lot of people. It's a little uncomfortable at first, but it's called mirror work. And you just kind of look into the mirror and kind of stare at yourself. Some people have really hard time doing that, but just stand there for a minute and just stare into your own eyes, and practice a little bit. And then when you're ready, you say, I love you into the mirror. And looking into your eyes, say, I love you, and say that a few times. And then you practice it every day. And I recommend doing that for a whole week. And just maybe right when you wake up in the morning and right before bed, And maybe when you're in your bed, just say, I love you to yourself, and see what it does to you. Because we're looking for love outside of ourselves a lot, and you're never going to find it outside yourself, ever, because your world is reflecting what you're thinking inside, everything. And so what you are will be shown to you. So the more loving you are, you're going to see more love around you. And it's really interesting because when you change yourself, then you see other people kind of change around you. It's really strange. So it's a fun experiment. I like to experiment with everything. I just try these different techniques. They're therapy techniques, manifestation techniques, all kinds of stuff. I just do it for fun. Really what it is, everything is a placebo. Everything that you believe will work. Even medicine, it's a placebo effect. So just have fun, and really find the fun in everything. Like, find fun in everything, literally. Even work, find something fun about it. And you'll always find something. And because your world is you're creating it. So you got to find something, because you want to be happy and you want to feel better, and you got to practice that. And you have to practice it over and over and over, because we go through different states during our days. Like, you might wake up in a great mood, and then you'll find that it's a roller coaster all day long. So you change literal states. Like, it can go second to second even sometimes. So you want to get yourself high up on the emotional guidance scale. I'll have to tell you what that is some other time, but it's a bunch of, I think I talked about it in another video though. It's like 22 different feelings, and you want to be at the top where joy and appreciation and love are, because you're attracting from that energy. When you're up there, you're going to attract some great stuff, and you're just going to feel better. I think our number one goal in life should be to feel better, no matter what. Like, if you're feeling bad, find something that gives you just a 1% relief, something, any thought that you can think that's better than the one you just had. And you just catch yourself and you practice. That's really the only way, really, other than quantum leaping into a decision. So if you decide that you're happy, and you just decide, you can be happy instantly, but that's really hard to do for most people. That's real hard to do. So you have to just practice, kind of making yourself feel 1% better with every thought that you can catch in that moment. And if you'll just take 5 minutes each day, to practice that deliberately, you'll notice a big change in yourself. And it won't take long. It really doesn't take that much time. And then you'll be so addicted to that feeling that you'll want to do it all the time. And that's kind of what I've come into finally. It took me years to stabilize a state, because I would go up and down thinking about things, worrying about things, and that's part of that anxiety and PTSD, that I was diagnosed with years ago. And I don't have a lot of those symptoms anymore. Sometimes I get triggered, but they don't last all day long or all week long, like they used to years and years ago. So it's a lot easier to just calm. So you want to stabilize your nervous system as much as possible, and stabilize your state of being, and see what happens in your life. Because when you're stable and you're feeling good, all good things can come to you then. And it's free to try this. So I recommend doing it, because you don't have to pay for medicine or pay for even therapy. You don't have to do all that stuff. So you can create a mental state at any moment you want to. Just have to figure out what is most fun for you to do that. So for me, it's just grabbing a mirror real quick and saying I love you, and talking to myself, saying nice things to myself, affirmations and things like that. And that feels so good. And reminding myself that I am pure love. And that's really what we all are. And we deserve love, and we deserve to be happy and have fun in life. So that's what I got for you today. So I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, or whatever. It's evening here, but right now, but hope you have a great day or evening, whatever time it is. And I'll be back tomorrow. See you later. Bye.